Hi there, thanks for joining me again here. Sorry about that, I just thought I would restart the broadcast. We are driving from Kathmandu to Bhaktapur, which I visited earlier this year. Hello Jerome, how are you, man? Sorry I haven't called you yet, I will give you a call. I visited these villages in May, right after the major earthquakes here, and we're going to go have a look now and see the state of these places now. Bhaktapur is one of the largest of the three main towns in the Kathmandu Valley, and it was extremely affected by the earthquakes. At least 80% of the homes were damaged or destroyed. And it is also, or has been known as one of the most, or one of the best preserved medieval towns of the Kathmandu Valley. Just amazing Newari architecture, lots of temples, beautiful buildings. And there's so many that are standing, but it's going to take a while to repair. The video is frozen. Oh, thanks, Jerome. I know I've been having some connectivity issues here. Hello Oregon, thank you for joining me. Give me a shout out where you are in the world. Oh cool, thanks man. Give me a shout out where you are in the world so I can say hi to you. I know I'm talking to Jerome in Vancouver, Canada. Oh good, thanks Marilyn. There is a fuel crisis here right now. Oh great, Chicago, Boston, Kansas, awesome, thanks so much. There's a fuel crisis here right now, so you'll see many, as we're driving along, you'll see many trucks, buses, vehicles lined up on the side of the road, and they are simply waiting for gas. Cooking fuel is also a real challenge here as well, getting cooking fuel. Many people rely on gas for cooking as well. What's the speed? It's a good question. You know, I've asked my driver Vickers just before, and he says, maybe 40, 50. So it's somewhere in that proximity. I don't think I've ever seen a speed limit sign on the side of the road here around Kathmandu, just to let you know. But it is left-hand side driving. I don't know the speed limit. Do you know what the speed limit is? 60 kilometers an hour. Speed limit 60 kilometers an hour. So Vickers was telling me last night that he waited in line for 2 hours to get. All he got was a coupon that he has to take back. So he's going to be maybe a couple more days without cooking fuel. Hi LA. Yeah, well, gas right now, $1.77 a gallon in Kansas. And right now on the black market, like diesel's going for $4 US a liter. Okay, so, you know, roughly about $16 US for a gallon of gas on the black market right now. So it's really hard for people to manage right now, this situation. I'm just using a local provider here, Encell. Somebody asked me about the internet, and I use an iPhone 6 Plus, which I dropped the other day, and I shattered the glass on the screen, so I have to get that replaced. So if I'm struggling to read the comments, it's because I'm reading through cracked glass right now. But we're on our way to Bhaktapur, so we're going to rejoin you again maybe in about 45 minutes to an hour from the village. Going to have a look around and see what the state of the village is like now, or the town. So thank you so much for joining me here. And you know, maybe throughout the day we're going to be scoping from some of these earthquake-affected villages and seeing the state of them, and also showcasing. And this is, you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but all those, there's a whole bunch of tins or gas cans, propane gas cans or natural gas cans that were lined up along the street there, and that's people just putting them in line, getting in line to wait for cooking fuel. Yeah, fossil fuels is mostly what people use here. Now, we were in one of the villages a couple of days ago, and they've gone back to using wood.
From is closed, they are waiting for the line.
And this is another line up here for gas?
For gas.
This is all for gas. This is a huge lineup here. Oh, that's great, thanks. This is a massive lineup of buses, jeeps, private vehicles, taxis, in line for gas. They can be waiting for hours for gas right now. So if telling people that this fuel situation is really hindering the town recovery or the country recovery from the earthquakes. It is, but I have to tell you as well that the Nepali people are very resilient, and they've managed where most other, particularly Western countries, would have a hard time because they're not used to dealing with these types of situations. So. But this is this line here just seems like it's never ending. Or finally, this line is ended here. But as we're driving around, you see lots of vehicles pull over to the side of the road waiting for gas. Well, it could become. I mean, it's getting colder now. I just noticed in the last couple of days in Kathmandu, and I've been there for almost a couple of weeks now. It's really starting to get cold. So, I mean, if you have a well-insulated place, you can just use blankets to keep yourself warm, high rest. Yeah, I mean, in some of the smaller villages and that, of course, it could be a problem. I mean, there's, in the remote villages, they're used to using either yak dung or wood, depending on where they are, to heat their home and use that also for cooking. But as you get closer to the major centers, people rely on fossil fuels for every day. So it's a very, very big challenge here right now.
You can see here also.
And there's more long lines of buses here waiting for gas. So I'm going to sign off for now, but please rejoin me today. I'll be scoping throughout the Kathmandu Valley. So thank you for joining me here, John Sparrow, Far East Adventure Travel, Kathmandu, Nepal.